Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It is 7 o'clock. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Normally we do sports here, and we have so much to talk about in sports with the Bears and our White Sox, Katie, who we sent to Detroit to see the White Sox become the record holder of losses. But we're going to push back sports a minute because this is important. Not that sports isn't important, but this is really, really important to do right now.
Tell him.
So we have a astronomical concert announcement to give you right now. And we're also going to give away tickets to what we're going to announce right now. And here's how we're going to do that, by the way. We're going to do what we did with Green Day. We're going to play 2 songs in a row. We'll play Oasis. Oh, that's it. Damn it. I just said it. Crap. I just said it. Damn it.
I was supposed to rhyme it.
Damn,
I was going to say Smoasis.
Oasis! You knew they were coming. Well, actually, you didn't, because we know about the shows over in England. But now, a show at Soldier freaking Field. Oasis! How about that?
Rhymes with Smoasis. I was going to do a whole thing.
I know, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm very sorry. I couldn't help it. I got so excited about it, I just had to get it out. So, Oasis returning to Chicago for the first time since 2008 for the Oasis Live 25 tour. It's going to be Thursday, August 28th at Soldier Field, with special guest Cage the Elephant. How about that? So we're going to have tickets here coming up for the floor, okay, of Soldier Field. This is, I can't describe the excitement for myself. And I know young Case, the producer here, who I believe you've never seen them because you're 25 years old and this is one of your favorite bands, but you've never seen them.
No, they broke up when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
So, no, I have not seen Oasis.
I don't think Kenzie's seen them either.
No, they've been broken up.
Yeah, pretty much for your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, they played Q101's Twisted Christmas, and I remember interviewing Noel, and what a ridiculous show. I can sit here and talk about it like that, but it was historic, and this is history returning to Soldier Field. So it is August 28th, Thursday. That's a Thursday, and Cage the Elephant will be there. Now, we will have some tickets here in a second. First, I want you to let that all sit in, and we'll play some Oasis. And when we start the second song, we'll tell you to call.
Okay.
And it's going to get you qualified for these tickets. All week long, we'll qualify you at 7 o'clock, and then we'll draw a winner Friday of these incredible seats for Oasis at Soldier Field.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just announced that Oasis has U.S. shows right here in Chicago at Soldier Field, and I know there's not going to be many in the country, okay? So Oasis returning to Chicago for the first time since 2008. That will be August 28th, 2025 at Soldier Field with Cage the Elephant. We have tickets to give away here, get you qualified for in a couple seconds. Now, just to remind you, registration for the pre-sale is currently open on Oasis's website. We'll have a link to that at Q101.com until tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. That's 7 a.m. our time. And then the general sale for tickets will go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. for us. So, also, for a chance to win additional tickets, hear from us, floor tickets, text BROTHERS to 312-591-8300 right now. Text BROTHERS to 312-591-8300. And Q101.com has all this, so if you're driving and you're freaking out like I just did a minute ago and went premature on the Oasis announcement.
Okay.
So, I said we'd throw this out here. We played one Oasis song, Live Forever. We had a big debate on the order of the songs. Me and Case did off the air, by the way. I was going to throw Wonderwall out there first.
Mm-hmm. I was part of the discussion.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it was just you and Case.
Well, I mean, this has been going on for hours, even like before, when we first walked in here.
This is true. I did walk in at 4:30 this morning and immediately have my opinion on what Oasis song we should play during the announcement.
And Kenzie jumped in and then said, well, it's got to be Wonderwall, right? Mm-hmm. It's got to be Wonderwall. And Case said, dude, Live Forever first. And we got into a big fight over this. Like, what song to play first? We're going to play Wonderwall here in a second.
But it matters, because like Kevin and Lombard checked in, and he was like, you should play Slide Away. All the Oasis fans know, the real heads know, like Kevin and Lombard, that Slide Away is the best Oasis song. And I was like, well, I think it's Live Forever. And Brian was like, well, I think it's Wonderwall. And then Kenzie was like, well, I think it's Wonderwall. And now we're here.
Well, Lombard
purely numbers.
Yeah.
It wasn't even my opinion. I'm just like, what appeals the most? That's kind of the decision you have to make sometimes when you're doing something like this. Mm-hmm. It's not a personal playlist, Case. Which is what you want to do.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly.
Good Lord.
Also, Lombard Oasis fans are built different.
That's right, and that's what I've always said. That's what Liam and Noel have always said. They actually tried to get this show in Lombard.
Yep.
But believe it or not, the high school gymnasium is not big enough to fit the Oasis
Son of a
reunion
bitch.
show in.
Yeah.
I know.
It's very sad. Okay, so you got all that information. Q101.com has it all of our socials on Facebook, and make sure you go there to find out as it goes through this week, because it's going to be monstrous. Soldier Field, Oasis. 312-591-8300. Caller 10, you are qualified for those tickets. These are floor seats. Beautiful, beautiful tickets for Soldier Field. And we'll qualify somebody every day at this time, 7 o'clock the rest of the week, and we'll draw the winner on Friday for these tickets for Oasis from Briain Kenzie on Q101.
The Briain and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Oasis returning to Chicago for the first time since 2008. The Oasis Live 25 Tour, Thursday, August 28th at Soldier Field with special guest Cage the Elephant. We just broke that news for you at 7 o'clock, and we will have a chance to qualify for tickets. We have floor tickets we're going to throw out. So it's very, very special. Extra legroom. These are going to be worth, I can't even imagine the number that these tickets are going to go for eventually.
That was another one of our arguments. How much are these going to go for?
And I initially said to Kenzie, I said, these could probably, I mean, I don't know exactly what, right now, they're not in my hand, okay?
Right.
We have no numbers in my hand. But my first thought was $5,000.
That's nuts. I'm never good at deciding what the value of a ticket is, ever. That's like not my shtick. So I'm always like, what? I think everything should be like $100.
I think everything should be $20. But
I know.
It's just the world we're in. This is Oasis. And they're only doing, I know right now it's going to be a limited amount of shows in the country and maybe no more after that. They're doing the ones in, of course, the UK. But so every morning, 7 a.m., make sure you're here this week. We'll qualify someone all week, and then Friday we'll qualify someone as well and then give them away. You can also text BROTHERS with an S at the end. BROTHERS to 312-591-8300 for an additional chance to win floor tickets from Q101. All of this information is at Q101.com, so go do it now. God, am I stoked about this. And it's going to be, astronomical, okay? So coming up, normally by this point we'd already done sports. We have a lot to go over with the Bears and the White Sox and the Cubs. So we're going to get to that in about 10 minutes. We still are, of course, doing Clash with Kenzie. We're kind of pushing everything back a little bit. And then remember, at 8 o'clock, we will have your 21 Pilots Tyler Joseph lounge passes.
Good heavens.
It's the next hour. If you go somewhere, boy, like Richie, who just won those tickets, by the way. Richie was the first qualifier. Mm-hmm. He said, I swear to God, I'm going to get fired if I can't wait on the phone 2 more minutes for Wonderwall to end. I cannot do it. And he ran and hung up. But he did qualify. Really nice guy. Loves his job.
Don't want him to lose his job.
Don't want him to.
We are as people.
So congratulations to Richie in Chicago, the first qualifier of the tickets to see, first person in the country to see Oasis have a chance to it. So tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., it happens again.
The Briain and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Briain and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Briain and Kenzie on Q101 with the Oasis announcement. Things have kind of been pushed back in our normal programming. Right now, we would do, I know, Clash with Kenzie. Kenzie's brain was ready to go now. She's got to pause it for a minute.
Now I'm going to be a disaster. I'm only smart for 10 minutes a day.
We have some great tickets coming up for that. We'll tell you in a second. But first, let's get to sports.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the inevitable happened on Friday where the White Sox became officially the worst team in Major League Baseball history. And no one has covered this like us. And I'm patting ourselves on the back a little bit. Yeah, but no radio station, other one in this town, has covered it like we have and lived through all of it. And here we are. And what we did that no one else did as well was send somebody to the game in Detroit. Well, I did with my wife's, and I'm about $475. No, I'm $500.
You hit 500 with this game in Detroit.
That's right, because it's with the tickets that were very expensive for that game, a very important game for Detroit. Mm-hmm. And they clinched by winning Friday and making the White Sox the worst team in baseball history, 121 losses now. That's going to live in all of our lifetimes. No one's going to break that record. Unless the White Sox do it next year. Which could very easily happen. So Katie was who won the tickets from myself that I bought, and also my wife, God bless her, threw in $200 for her to spend. We'll find out where that money went. But Katie's checking in. Katie, ahoy, welcome in.
Ahoy, yes. Thank you for having me again.
Well, no problem. And was getting there okay? Was the experience wonderful at Tiger Stadium? How'd it go?
Yeah, it went Oh, it went well. I think that both teams were playing for something, so it was a win-win, I think.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Still kind of a win-loss, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, what's wild is the White Sox then won Saturday and Sunday. They didn't add to the total. And also,
Right.
I understand the Tigers winning and clinching and getting the postseason. They probably just went, all right, let's just coast the rest of the weekend. However, the White Sox had their best pitcher pitching Friday night, and it very easily could have went the other way, and then maybe the White Sox would have only tied the record. So what you saw, history, makes me so happy, warms my heart, and warms my wife's heart. Where did her $200 go in spending cash?
So mostly we're going hotel because we did stay there after the game, which was a lot of fun. So between hotel and gas, kind of dispersed it between those two things. We booked it there after work on Friday, so.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping it was going like to a couple Stroh's 30 packs and, you know.
Yeah, I mean, drinks were definitely had, so you could say that it went to that too.
All right. Perfect. Anything else in your and did you stay for the game Sunday or Saturday too?
We did not, unfortunately. They were giving away a long sleeve shirt, so I was very tempted to go again on Saturday.
Amen. Amen.
So
We did not go back.
It was the Tigers long sleeve tee that's probably said something about the postseason, maybe, or I guess I wouldn't have known.
I think it was just a generic, like, long sleeve T-shirt, but I'm not sure.
All right, Katie.
Unfortunately, didn't get it.
Katie had told us on Friday. So now you've been to how many stadiums? How many ballparks?
So I have been to 9. I've
Wow.
been to 9.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've been to all the, I guess I'd say, drivable ones. So
Yes.
now I'm going to have to start putting out some money for flights.
Hey,
Brian.
I am not contributing to your flights, Katie.
All right. Fair enough.
Makes me so happy. Us so happy. So thank you so much for listening. And we're glad we got a White Sox fan there to see history in Detroit on Friday. It warms our hearts.
Yeah, I think the Detroit fans were surprised that we weren't more upset by the loss, but we were kind of smiling and almost like celebrating ourselves. So, yeah, it was fun.
You're part of history. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Katie, so much. We love you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Katie, I love you.
Love you guys.
Oh.
Ha-ha.
Yeah.
She
Thank you.
also loves me. You're going to have to deal with it.
All right. Thanks, Katie. Have a good one. Take care. And we appreciate that. And hopefully we won't do that next year. But we'll see how it all plays out.
Can I ask you a question real quick about the White Sox, Brian?
Sure.
How do you feel now that it's all over? Because I'm the Sox fan here. I watched, I don't know, probably 130 games this year. I watched a lot of losses. You were, you had vested interest in the North Side up until this last week when, again, you spent $500 sending people to White Sox games. This journey's over for you now. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful that we took care of a Southsider and Q101 fan to get to the game in Detroit because, and again, we make jokes all year long, right? But you guys, the Southsiders, have invested time and money in your team, and you deserved to see that. And we were the only ones that sent you there, the only one that thought to do that, and we did it. And I'm so happy for Katie and the other Carl and Tom, who also got the games last week.
And Angela.
Oh, my God, I forgot about that. Jeez. 4 games I bought tickets for.
You bought tickets to 4 White Sox games last week. That's so funny to think about.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really proud of the White Sox because I feel like they really got it together at the end of the season. Because let's not forget, they also won on Saturday and Sunday. They're doing great. And I think, well, you guys are being such haters, but they really hit a stride, which is very promising for next season. They came together.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to get into today, we don't have time, the letter that Jerry Reinsdorf put out to the fans, because my idea was to read it in Bane's voice. But
We do not have time. You'd have to do that from 6 to 10.
It would take
Just
the whole show.
Just text me if you're going to do that because then I don't have to come in.
Yeah, you don't have to come in. I'll just do Bane.
Okay, cool.
But what an offensive letter to the fans. Basically saying, I want to thank you for continuing your support of the team throughout what was an embarrassing season. You all deserved better. This season's performance was completely unacceptable, and varying reactions and emotions from our fan base are completely understandable. Boy, does he get it. Boy, does he understand.
Yeah, of course.
Can I be honest with you? What happened to me with that letter?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on Instagram, and for some reason, like, you know how your phone for Instagram scrolls to like the next page? Like, you know how like if you have like a carousel of photos, sometimes it does it on the second photo instead of the first.
Yeah.
It does that.
So you go in there, you have to scroll back.
The second photo is what comes across my Instagram from Q101 Chicago. And it says our organization's most important decision in the coming months. It says all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought something happened, and it was like Chris is well underway with the search. I thought this was like a Q101 employee thing because the Sox logo wasn't at the top. And I'm like, who the hell's Chris?
Oh.
What's going on? And I was so worried that we had to put out a statement because one of our employees said something. We did a bad. I'm reading this, and then I get to the end and see Jerry writes story.
So basically, you thought you said something that we were apologizing for you.
No, I was reading this oh my God, am I fired? Is this my statement? I was 3 paragraphs in, wondering what statement our radio station had to put out.
Our PR person didn't contact you for your quote and just put it out there?
Not good. No bueno, baby. I was concerned.
I do want to say something that leads to what Case was talking about with how do I feel. Because yesterday I took Harper for a walk after the Bears won. We'll get to that in a second. Around Wrigley.
To your walk? We'll get to your walk in a second.
No, we'll get to the Bears thing.
Okay.
But I took her for a walk around Wrigley Field for the last game. And as going around the stadium, and this is the Cubs finishing with exactly the same record as they had last year.
Wow.
Exactly the same record, 83 wins. And as I saw all the people, there was kind of the fans watching out in the big screen out there in the grass area was beautiful. But I looked in the faces of all the employees, and they're just sad. Everybody is just sad. And I thought about, boy, this is their last. They might be over for their job now till next year, the seasonal employees.
Right.
And I really felt for those people out there. And I feel for the same for Guaranteed Rate, because the games I've been to this year, the White Sox games, the people are so nice and helpful at Guaranteed Rate, just as much at Wrigley. And I was like, God, these people are losing their job today for until next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it like that.
But they are. Yeah. They are. I mean, seasonal employees, they're done to 162 days or whatever it is.
Is there any more concerts?
180 some days till the next baseball game.
I will say, because Wrigley does a nice job of doing the Winter Wonderland and all those employees usually work the events and things at Wrigley.
That's good to know.
So concerts, Winter Wonderland. So there's still hours with all the events, but obviously much less consistent.
Much less.
Yeah, of course.
I just feel for all those people that work at the stadiums because I just really saw it in their faces yesterday. I was like, sorry, sucks.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? We don't postseason again. Now, what we do have on the way to the postseason for is the Bears. Let's go Bears. Let's do this. As the Bears beat the Rams. And, game started off horrible. I mean, penalties, and looked like they couldn't do anything right. The offensive play calling, ridiculous, but the second quarter, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just let the montage tell the story.
When the offense has struggled, the defense has come alive. Montez Sweat knocked it free. Kyler Gordon comes out with it in Rams territory. The mini fridge. Kramer, the fullback. The give to Johnson. And the Bears have tied the game after the takeaway. Rams bring an extra body. Williams protected. Williams to the back of the end zone for DJ Moore. And a touchdown. Their first connection together.
In the face!
Out the tempo again as Swift gets going. There goes DeAndre Swift for his first Chicago Bears touchdown. 63 seconds and no timeouts. Stafford unloads, hit as he throws. Ball game. Brisker. Bears win.
The Bears.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Well, boy, that Oasis announcement at 7 o'clock, really put us in a weird spot here. We had to push things back. So what we're saying is in 12 minutes now, you should focus on 21 Pilots, Tyler Joseph. He's going to be in our lounge coming up on Wednesday. Your chance to get in, your only chance, is at 8 o'clock, 12 minutes away here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So now let's get to Clash with Kenzie.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
All right, let's get to it. Dexter and the Moonrocks playing the Metro in 3 weeks. I love this band, and I'm going to go see them. I'm going to the show.
Right.
Now, Case thinks I might get tied up with some kind of, late night college football game that night.
True.
No, this is what he does. He goes, I have a baby. And we go, we know. This isn't new.
Now, Harper does go to bed at a certain time where I can sneak out after she goes to bed, and then, Megan will still be there. She won't be alone in the house.
That's a good call. I'm happy that you're going to not both sneak out.
I really like this band, Dexter and the Moonrocks, and Brian in Darien has a chance to win them if he beats Kenzie in trivia. Ahoy, Brian, tell us about yourself.
Ahoy, Brian. I'm a teacher. Sitting in the parking lot about to start a beautiful week of Monday teaching 8th grade science.
Wow.
Wow, he's going to be smart. Case.
All right, Kenzie, be ready. It's another teacher. We're not saying it's Teacher's Week, but it'd be cool if one called every day.
Be
Okay,
awesome.
that's enough. We've already done this.
All right, Brian, call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Heads.
It is heads.
No, they know everything.
Damn teachers. All right, Brian, here we go. Let's see here. What U.S. state shares a name with another country? What state?
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, too bad you don't teach geography.
Wrote it myself. All right.
That's a good one.
So,
So funny.
what U.S. state shares a name with another country?
Wow, it's definitely Monday.
3,
Indiana.
2. The great country of Indiana. Kenzie, what do you think it is? You know?
It's Georgia.
It's Georgia. Good job. Tough first question.
Uh-huh.
Come on, how about some science questions? Let's
All
go.
right. What makes things bubble?
Actually, it's back to Kenzie on this one. What U.S. city is home to Pike Place Market?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Geography, baby. Look at me go.
Yeah, geography's killing it. Okay, no more stocking stuffers, Brian.
What?
Wow, Brian, you gave away the answer to the next question.
What's wrong with my
Question,
brain
why'd you
today?
say stocking stuffers?
Okay,
What are you talking
stocking
about?
stuffers. It's stocking stuffers.
We cannot give him the answer. You didn't ask the question.
Why'd you say
wrong
that?
with me?
Why'd you say stocking stuffers? What were you talking about?
Because I looked down and saw the answer to the question, which was going to be small, tiny gifts found in Christmas stockings are usually referred to as
But
what?
what was that sentence even gonna be?
I-
You
I
said no
don't-
more
I-
stocking stuffers?
I don't know.
You have like Tourette's today.
Really weird today. That question's gone.
Okay.
All right, so it's 2-0. It's back to Brian. He's going to get a fresh question right here.
Brian, the Lazy Boy Company produces what kinds of goods?
Recliners.
Yes. I would have accepted furniture as well. They make other
And
things.
stocking stuffers.
That's right. Let's see here. Back to Kenzie. What keeps the Earth's atmosphere from leaving the planet?
Gravity?
Gravity's right.
Okay, well, there wasn't a bigger breakdown than that.
Oh, damn, the science question didn't go to him.
That's okay.
Too bad.
Yeah.
This is kind of science. Name one of the fruits that Pac-Man can eat in the original version of the game.
Cherries.
Cherries is right. Apple, melon, orange, strawberry are the other ones. 2, 3.
Yep, and back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what are the current hosts of SNL's Weekend Update?
Oh, Colin Jost. Oh, God, what is his name?
I know.
No.
3,
I don't remember his name.
2, 1.
I just know Colin because he's married to my fave, Scarlett Jo, baby.
Brian, what do you know
what's his name?
the answer to that?
Well, it's Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Yes. Easy.
Instead of a stocking stuffer.
3-3. It's back to Brian. He can take the lead right here.
Brian, what golfer currently holds the record for most consecutive weeks ranked number 1?
I know Scotty Scheffler's had a great year, but how do I not go with Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is right, Brian. Good job.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
And this is for Kenzie.
Kenzie has 3, Brian has 4, so Kenzie needs a point right here.
Kenzie, through 4 games, what is the Chicago Bears record?
2-2.
Yeah, it is. Good job. So next question, this one wins.
That's right, and it's back to Brian.
Brian, what is the name of the oven used for cooking pottery?
A kiln.
It's a kiln. That's right.
I did that.
Good job, Brian. That was a science question.
That's not. This is for art class, I would say, but.
All right, Brian, congratulations. You are going to see Dexter and the Moon Rocks, and that is a show at the Metro. And I'm telling you, maybe you've never heard of this band. They are awesome. I love them. And it's Friday, October 18th, 18 over show. You got a pair of tickets, okay?
Sounds awesome. Anything at the Metro is fantastic.
Absolutely. Hang on. Case will get your information and can take care of that. Now, we move forward here with something very special.
What is it? Tell me about it. This is like, I have to say, this whole show today reminds me of QVC. Because you're like, you know, they like move to the next item.
Yeah.
We have so much good stuff. Only you're not spending money. It's all free.
Yes.
But the sales of every segment is unbelievable. So please tell me what's behind door number one.
I'm glad you asked, Kenzie.
Tell me about this product.
So this air fryer, well, it's not an air fryer coming up at 8 here. What it is one of your last chances to get into our Lounge Wednesday with 21 Pilots Tyler Joseph performing live for you. And this has been an insane week and a half of giving away these passes. And a couple left here because it's Wednesday. Of course, there's shows coming up this week at the United Center in front of 50,000 people 2 nights. Well, this will be in front of 60 people. You hanging out in someone's basement. That's what our Q101 Lounge looks like if you've never been to it before. It is so amazing and chill and historic and unique. You don't get this, and you'll never get it again. So, 8 o'clock coming up here. In fact, we'll do it right after Stone Temple Pilots Creep. We'll get you a winner into the lounge.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.